Hi guys, it's Miss Andrea and I'm here to do one of my favorite programs. So just so you know, I miss seeing you guys because I used to love doing this with you in person. We are making candy sushi. So it's super easy, super fun, super delicious. I'll show you what you're gonna get and then I'm gonna heat up my Rice Krispie treats. So you're gonna get 2 Rice Krispie treats, some shoestring, some little gummy whales or sharks or whatnot, and a fruit roll-up. So there's 2 different ways to make it, as you see in this picture. So I'm gonna do one like this and one like that. So it's like a sashimi and like a California roll. Alright, but what you start with first is you're gonna take your Rice Krispie treats and you're going to microwave them for 7 seconds. So if you're doing 2 at a time, you might want to up it a little bit, but just be really careful that it's not too hot, right? You don't want to hurt yourself. You can even wear little plastic gloves if you want. And what's also recommended, while you have all this right now, is grab a piece of plastic wrap so that when it's melted a little bit, the Rice Krispie treat won't stick to your finger. It'll stick to the plastic wrap. But don't microwave the plastic wrap. Alright, I'm going to go microwave mine, come right back, and we'll put them together. Alright guys, so I ended up microwaving mine for about 14 seconds, but I did both of mine together. So we're going to do 2 different types, like I said. The first one, and again, you just have the plastic wrap so you don't get it stuck to your fingers. The first one we're going to smush out a little bit and then we'll cut it into triangles after we take the plastic off. And then that one we're going to smush. Now I just got, you can get like anything to smush it. Or they said a rolling pin. I don't think I own a rolling pin. So let's smush while it's still hot. You want to do your smushing, right? So this will smush just a little bit and then we'll cut it. And this one, we want really smushed. Smush. You can definitely just use your hands. If it breaks apart, if you over microwave it, put it together. It's marshmallows, right? You could just, you know, put it back on top of each other. So you could do this to really kind of roll it out, or you could do, if you have a rolling pin, I try to assume you guys have the least amount of stuff because some people don't have a lot of stuff in their kitchen because they don't cook a lot, right? Alright. So now, going to put this off to the side. And we're going to cut. Now this is just a plastic knife. Right? No worries. Ooh, see how it's sticking to the plate already? But that's okay. There's that. And that. You can do them bigger too. So what you want to do, so like sashimi, you would have a piece of fish on top. And then you would have like a piece of seaweed. So our laces is like our seaweed, right? And you would tie it. There you go. And obviously this is all edible. You know what I'm actually going to do? Let's make it nicer. Let's take this part on top, flip it, and tie it at the bottom so you don't see the tie. And then you could always, you know, just rip off the pieces, the extra pieces. That's fine. Retie. Rip off. You can always eat these. None of it has to go to waste. And you got your little sashimi. There you go. He's adorable. Alright, so then you could do that for the rest of yours too. But I'm going to switch to the other one. For you guys to see. Now, I'm using paper plates. You can obviously, you know, whatever plates you want to use so you don't waste like I am. So this one, it's nice and flat. And again, you want to flatten it right away while it was like warm, right? And you could leave it in the plastic so you don't get it on your fingers. It's just marshmallow though. So this, you take your fruit roll up, and this will act like the seaweed. Let me know in the comments if you guys have eaten sushi. I love it. I haven't had it now in a long time, but it's one of my favorite foods. Alright, so you want to stretch that out. There we go, all the way. That's good. Can you tell I don't eat fruit roll-ups that often? Alright. Fruit roll-up down. Rice Krispie treat down. And then, this is the cute part. You're gonna take, you could take your little shrimpy guy. Shrimp? What? Shark? You could take the shark. You could do some more string if you want. You don't have to. You could just do the shark. But we'll put this in just for funsies. And then you're going to roll it. So you could take the plastic and roll it. Because it's almost like how you would do a burrito, right? Where you start it at the end and you roll. So, start at the end. Roll and squish. Roll. Make sure the plastic doesn't get stuck. Roll and squish. And wow, that's a thick one, right? You probably can smush it out more, or you could definitely put less fruit roll-up. Right? There we go. So then take your little knife, and you could use a better knife too. Alright, so we went from plastic knife, that didn't work. Regular knife, it would not cut through the little fish guy. So you really do need a parent, if you're not a teen, to grab either this kind of knife or if you want to rip the shark apart beforehand and then just put it in as pieces. But look at how hard that is to cut. Right? So you guys might want to get someone to help you with the sharper knife. But if you want to do that way where you rip it apart first and then put it in your Rice Krispie treats, otherwise it was kind of coming apart, and I don't want yours to come apart. I want you to enjoy it, right? Because it's more fun to do stuff with your parents than not. So here's a little sashimi guy, and here's your sushi. And then it'll stay for probably like 2 or 3 days, right? I wouldn't let it go farther than that, and put it in a little Tupperware container to keep it safe. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon.